Okay, friends. Topic B for Module 5 is going to take us to polygons on the coordinate plane. So we are back on the coordinate plane with shapes this time. Yay. The objectives for this module is only one. It's 6G3. I can draw polygons on a coordinate plane, given coordinates for the vertices, and find the side lengths of the polygons. Hashtag XY. Okay, friends, here's a quick video that's going to go over polygons in the coordinate plane.
Welcome to Anywhere Math. I'm Jeff Jacobson, and today we're going to talk about polygons in the coordinate plane. Specifically, how to plot them, how to draw them in the coordinate plane, and then also how to find things like perimeter and area once they're in a coordinate plane. Let's get started. Okay, before we get started with example 1, you're probably going to want some graph paper or grid paper. If all you have is line paper, it can work. You just have to make sure you're really organized and have nice straight lines. But if you have graph paper like this, it's going to make it a lot easier. So the first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is to make your coordinate plane. All we're using right now is the first quadrant. You can see I've got all the way up from 0 up to 15 on my x-axis and from 0 up to 15 on my y. But if you look, 9 is the greatest value in my y and 8 is the greatest in my x. So you could even just stop at 10 if you want. So go ahead, first thing, draw your axes, and remember we only need the first quadrant. Everything is positive. So once you've got that, let's read the example. So the vertices of a quadrilateral are A is at 2, 4, B is at 3, 9, C is at 7, 8, and D is at 8, 1. Draw the quadrilateral in this coordinate plane. So the first thing, hopefully you remember that the most important is the x value. The x coordinate comes first, then the y. So when we're looking at these, this 2 is my x coordinate, and that 4 is my y coordinate. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to be going over 2 and then up 4. Okay, so A, I'm going to plot that. Again, I said over 2, right? That's the x. Up 4, that point is going to go right there. And then whenever you plot points in a coordinate plane, always label them. So we're just going to call that A, and that's at 2, 4. Next, B is at 3, 9. Again, 3 is the x coordinate, so on my x-axis, I'm going over 3, then all the way up to 9. And that is where that point is going. Again, label it. B is at 3, 9. C is at 7. Go over 7, up 8, right there. Label that. And then finally D, over 8 and up 1. Over 8 and up 1. Okay. And then label that. Really, it's pretty simple. You just got to make sure that you always remember the x coordinate comes first, then the y. And if you want to think about it, X comes first in the alphabet, then Y. Maybe that could help you out to remember it. So we're almost done. We've plotted our vertices. Now I need to draw the quadrilateral. And this is pretty simple. All you're doing is connecting the dots, but you have to do it in order. I'm not going A to C and then C to B. I'm going A to B, right? So I draw that, then B to C, then C to D, and then finally D back to A. And there is my quadrilateral, 4 sides, it's closed figure, and we're done. Here's some to try on your own. Okay, here we go with example 2. So same thing. First thing you're going to want to do is create your coordinate plane. Again, we're only using the first quadrant, and you don't have to go all the way up to 15. If you look at the numbers, I think you go to 10 for each the x and y axis. That would be plenty. So let's see. The vertices of a rectangle are F is at 1, 6, G is at 7, 6, H is at 7, 2, and J is at 1, 2. Draw the rectangle in the coordinate plane and then find its perimeter. So first thing, let's draw it. So we're going to plot our points. Again, first one, F is at 1, 6, over 1, up 6. It's going to be right there. Label it just like always. Next, G is at 7, 6. Go 7 over on my x-axis, up 6. It's going to be right there. Label that. G is at 7, 6. Then H, 7, 2 over 7, up 2. Right there. Label. And finally, J is at 1, 2 over 1, up 2. Right there. Label it. Now we've got our points. They're all plotted. Remember, after that, we have to draw it. So you're just connecting the dots. F to G, G to H, H to J, and J to F, and it's going to make a rectangle. Okay, so we're halfway done. We have our rectangle drawn, everything plotted, but now we've got to find our perimeter. And if you remember, perimeter is just the distance around the figure. Okay, imagine if you were walking all the way around it, how far would you walk? That's the perimeter. There's a couple ways to do it. One formula that we're going to use is you have two lengths, right? For a rectangle, you've got two lengths. This and this are congruent. They're identical. And you have two widths. This width and this width are also congruent. So let's find out what those lengths and widths are. Well, we'll start with the length here. If you see, both for J and F, they both have an x-coordinate of 1. Okay, they're both over 1. But the y-coordinate is different. This one is only up 2, this one's up 6. So if you want to know the length, we just find the difference of those y-coordinates. So 6 minus 2 is 4. That's going to be my length. Okay, I'm going to substitute that in for L. Now how about the width? Well, we can look here from J to H. Notice here that the x-coordinates are not the same, but the y-coordinates are. They are both up 2. So I'm not going to be subtracting the y-coordinates like I did for my length. Instead, I'm subtracting my x-coordinates. I'm finding the difference of 7 and 1, which means this width is 6. And also, if it's something this simple, you could also just count the squares, right? Each one of these is just 1, so you could even count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what we just said. So I'm going to substitute those in. L is going to be 4, and my width is 6. Make sure you use parentheses or else it's going to look like 24, but we want 2 times 4 plus 2 times 6. There's 2 of each of those. Simplify, you get 8 plus 12, which finally gives you 20. And there's no centimeters or meters. These are just units. And it's not units squared because it's perimeter. It's just a distance. So 20 units is your answer. And here's one more to try on your own. As always, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe.
All right, surprise! There's no new vocabulary and no example problems because the example problems would take like a good 10 or 15 minutes to go over. So we will look at the example problems when we do lessons 7 and 8 because those are the first 2 lessons of our polygons or whatever on the coordinate plane. So I will see you guys in class for these wonderful lessons. Oh, you guys just be ready.